every single time.
What is up, Bob Country? It's Sunday night just after 5 o'clock, and that means you're listening to the Homegrown Show on Total Country Bob FM. The song was Down But Not Out. That was Jon Theis on the Homegrown Show. That song, the title track from the new album. John, how you doing? Welcome to the Homegrown Show.
I'm doing great. Happy to be here. How are you doing today?
I'm doing excellent. It's a nice day. It was a little rainy, a little thundery earlier, but it turned out to be pretty nice, so I can't complain. Minnesota
had to give us our normal Memorial Day weather, so I had to sneak it in there.
Exactly. And you know what? I'm doing a live broadcast tomorrow in Hudson, Wisconsin for Memorial Day Music in the Park. And I see the forecast calls for a little rain, a little thunder, all that kind of stuff. So, but hey, you know, down but not out. It's not going to stop us.
Exactly. Yeah. You got to just keep on keeping on, man.
That is right. Well, you guys came out from St. Cloud. You're out there in 105.5 territory.
That is correct. Kind of on the border, yeah. You kind of, when you head down to the cities, you get to that point where it starts getting staticky, and you got to click it up a couple notches to 106.1. So.
Right. But hey, it all works. You know, no matter. We cover I think it's over 238 miles of interstate from Alexandria to Albert Lea. That's a pretty big window.
That's a good spread, yeah.
Well, we're glad to have you here. I saw you posted a video the other day doing a little skateboarding. That looked like a lot of fun. You do a lot of skateboarding?
Yeah, I kind of grew up doing a little bit of everything, and motorcycle stunts and all that, and skateboarding kind of came back into my life again, and so I like to do a little bit of that, and you know, it's a good way to stay humble is to throw yourself on the cement.
Right, yeah, nothing like some road rash, some cuts and scrapes and bruises to keep you humble. Yeah, I like that. That's a lot of fun, and I think it kind of goes hand in hand with music. It's all rock and roll, really.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up with a lot of the rock and roll and punk rock and skateboarding and all that, you know, and as a lot of the punk rockers age, you know, they get into the country stuff, and you know, because nobody was more punk rock than Johnny Cash, you know.
Right. Yeah, I would agree. That whole crew, like Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings, you good stuff. And I like seeing that sort of arc. Did you grow up listening to country music, or was it a turn when you started to get older, or how did that fall in?
Well, I'm sure like many of us, you know, it's driving around in Dad's truck, you know, whatever was on the radio is kind of what we listened to, and he didn't buy a lot of CDs, but you know, he liked the country music, and that's basically what I grew up listening to. And as I get older now, and I'm not listening to the heavy stuff as much, you know, I'm getting more into the country, and you know, and lately my biggest obsession has been Alan Jackson, and that's no doubt from riding in a pickup truck in 1990, listening to Bob and you know, some of the other local country stations.
That's awesome. It's all good stuff. I mean, that 90s country scene for sure was amazing, but even the older stuff, like my favorites nowadays, and every time I'm on the air and a Don Williams song comes on, I say, man, I love Don Williams. He's one of my favorites. Don Williams, Ronnie Millsap, Hank Jr., all the good stuff.
I Believe in Love was our first dance for my wife and I at our wedding, so definitely Don Williams.
That's awesome.
Fan, yeah.
And we're going to talk about her, too, in a little bit, because she participates a bit on the recordings, and that's got to be a lot of fun. That's a way to, you know, you get to do your rock and roll and be creative, but you do it in in kind of a loving setting, and I think that would be fun to share that experience.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a lot of fun for us to make music. We actually used to perform as Drive Hookup, and we put out a record as Drive Hookup, and kind of did that whole thing, and that's how I got my start into being out and performing and all that. And we've since gone on to both be solo artists and some of that stuff. So
I look forward to hearing it. You handed me a CD. I've only listened to the EP that you gave me, so I got a whole new album of stuff to listen to. I can't wait to throw that in and check it all out. But you didn't come alone. You did not bring your wife. Instead, you brought Nick, which, I mean, that's cool. We'll take it. Nick Scott.
I'll do in a pinch, yeah.
You know, he's not as good looking, but he plays guitar better. So.
And I loved when you guys were warming up. I love that thin line telly. That tone is great. That's just an excellent sound. I can't wait to hear you guys play live. You both live out in the St. Cloud area, yeah?
Yes. Yep.
How did you guys meet? Did you like grow up together, or did you just kind of cross paths in the music world, or?
No.
I actually, I'm going to answer the quick part of it, then you go on. But I posted a thing looking for a guitar player. I posted a picture of, I got guitars, Cadillacs, et cetera, on vinyl, and I said, looking for a guitar player. If you don't have this in your collection, no need to apply.
Don't bother. Yeah. I love it. And that caught your attention?
I had been in St. Cloud for a few months. You know, just sitting on Facebook one day looking for some, you know, something new to play, and I seen that post. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right up my alley. I've been playing country music for years, and you know, thought this would be something we could try. And he wanted to make a record, so well, let's see what we could do, and it's what happened.
And you guys like co-produced it and stuff, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Nick has he likes to undersell himself, but he's very experienced in And it says my name first in the production, but it easily could and probably should have been his name first. He really helped me a lot with everything and just help. I'm newer to the process and I'm learning, but having someone that is more experienced by my side has been
that's
amazingly beneficial.
That is one of the keys, I think, is you want to surround yourself with people who are sort of, I mean, maybe not like that's not the best terminology, but beyond you in a way, or like ahead of you. So then you soak up all their knowledge you learn from just being around them, and like that's great. So it's cool that you guys found each other. We got a bunch of music from the record to listen to. You're going to play some live as well. You also came with some great requests and some suggestions, and we're going to get into all of those. We're going to kick things off with Ted Hajnasiewecz, who's going to be on the show at the end of June. I think June 26th, I think, is the date that Ted's back on the show. You also brought up Leadfoot Larry, who was just on, Matt Gronke, all great stuff. And we're going to play all of those, but we're going to get things rolling with Ted Hajnasiewecz. It's just for show. More with Jon Theis on the Homegrown Show when we come back.
1, 2, 3, 4. He wasn't much to look at, but he had a heart of gold.